Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lucas Oil Stadium. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. So after their first offensive snap, we'll have a break in the action. One of the linemen in need of some attention from the trainers. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Hurts now from the gun. Chased out to his right. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know they've got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Offense in the hurry up here. Flushed out of the pocket. That's caught. He found some space. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Now on to attempt the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-0. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now the Colts getting their first opportunity on offense in this game. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida. A super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Josh Sweat making the stop. On target to his man Taylor. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right now. Damage through the air.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
This one finds Taylor. Gets it forward for a gain of 3. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. They're going to turn to Taylor on third down, and he's going to take this only to about the 31. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now Richardson on fourth down. Throw caught by his running back. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect.
Second and 3 now. From the 38. Escapes the pocket. That throw behind his intended target. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And the Colts get to him. He goes down. Working quickly here. Hurts now on 4th. Wow, wide open here, complete. Now he's past the 25. A.J. Brown! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles make it a 12-point game in the first. A.J. Brown, the touchdown! I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Eagles 13, Colts nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their second drive of the game. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. On first down, it's Richardson. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Takes this one back for the picks.
The game is slow, and he is dicing them.
On first down, Hurts. That's complete. Here's Brown. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Offense up to the line fast. On third down, it's Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Offense in the hurry up here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. They stick with Gainwell. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll throw on third and long. Complete beyond the marker. He'll have the first down and even more. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. And someone has officially flown higher than the Dutchman, Brock. That completion pushes him past Norm Van Brocklin for the most passing yards in a game in NFL history. A mark of 554 yards and stood resolute. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they'd take a repeat of everything except that final play. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Richardson on 3rd. He's trying to push the field. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. The That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. That one right down the middle. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Here's Saquon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. On the play fake, it's Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh no, they get him yet again! Free up the middle, it's a breakaway! And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6! Heads up play from the linebacker there to take a short, innocent pass and just turn it into a major highlight for him and his guys.
And I know people are watching that going, how in the world the quarterback not see that linebacker?
Yeah.
But sometimes, Kate, your focus is so much on the safeties, the nickel, the corner. You just take for granted you could fit that ball in, and that linebacker said, not on my watch.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Saquon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense up to the line fast. A give to Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That's Smith on the slant. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here's Barkley. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They go with Barkley here. Continuing to dig, he's inside the 25. Has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 3rd quarter lead. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. A 5th rushing score for him as he moves 1 away from the NFL record. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles... Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Colts bring it back to even. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. This finds Smith. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down throwing for Hurts. He's on the move. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So that brings up 2nd down. Running is Barkley. By a man, and now he's in the clear. Has room down the left sideline. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it. Touchdown. The Eagles take a 3rd quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. The 6th time he's run it in this game, and that ties the NFL record. What do you say we set up a picnic chair in there for him and save him some time, partner? That is the 6th time that he's run one in this game. And that earns him a well-deserved piece in the record book alongside Alvin Kamara, whose single-game mark he's just tied. An extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And they pick him off again! And the Eagles are going to have the football at the 48-yard line. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Nick Cross has it. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. Sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock, so high hopes again for this upcoming series. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
2nd and 3. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. So through 3, we're still... Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He's got Smith. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down. On the handoff, it's Barkley. Oh, he lost the football! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Working quickly here. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Juju Brents with a pick. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
Offense up to the line fast. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Offense in the hurry up here. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They go to Barkley again. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 6 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to throw, Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Working quickly here. To the ground with Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. Now Hurts. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Going to the ground again on first. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
4th and 14. Let's see if they've got some magic in them. On 4th down, Hurts buys time, rolling right. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off Zaire Franklin. And the Colts bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, Richardson. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Matt Gay now in a high-pressure spot. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
This might be a free play for him. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Hurts setting up to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Hurts trying again on second down. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. What a game he has had. Really showed the versatility he's got from the running back position and the wrinkles that he can add to this offense.
Yeah, Kate, you hear it all the time. The quarterback's best friend's a reliable tight end. Well, right next to that reliable tight end is a more dependable pass-catching running back.
3rd and just 2 to go. Hurts throwing again. Barkley's got it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Hurts to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First down from the red zone. And they pick him off again. Picked off Zaire Franklin. And the Colts have it once again after yet another interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Working quickly here. 2nd down carry for Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Dumps it off to his running back. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throw here from Richardson. Completes this one to Granson. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A dose of the hurry up offense here. From the gun, Taylor. And this one doesn't go far. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Hits him on the out route. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Working quickly here. They're going Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Escapes out to the left. And he can escape no longer. They roll him over and bring him down. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference and pull out the stat sheet Be very proud of a defensive effort getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense up to the line fast. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. He breaks the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. And with that run, he's eclipsed Adrian Peterson's mark of 296 rushing yards. And with it, set a new single-game benchmark for what it means to run the football well.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Colts get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading his coverages at all, and is clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Put the body on the line for his team.
Offside. Defense.
He saw someone jump, took the free play deep, Brock, and that gets them a much bigger play than the penalty would have. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 19 tight.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Taking a deep shot here. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Completed over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Throwing now. Forced out to his right. A bit of desperation on this. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play! One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Chased out to his right. Caught near the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Working inside the red zone. And all right, it's a touchdown in the final moments. A win still very unlikely, but a sliver of hope now after that play. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And that's covered up by the Colts, and that should be our final highlight from this one.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10, and he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
All right, here we go, 2nd down.
70, Timberwolves. Hawk 70, Hawk 79 Broncos. Go.
Setting up to pass. It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. Gets it to the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came and went on the way to victory. Their point total, Brock, actually eclipsed the old record of 72 points in a game, which was held by Washington since 1966. Now a new record stands, one of the great offensive showings we have ever seen.
Makers and one quarterback.
Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field, and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown. Khalil Shakir. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Jackson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
Terrell Bernard on the stop. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And down to the 36-yard line here. 2nd down and 3. Give to Cook out of the gun. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Ty Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Henry up the middle. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens are an extra point.
Himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Here's Cook again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yard. At the 44. Allen going to throw. Has his man. It's Shakir. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Cook up the gut. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. Shoves him aside. And they'll get this down to the 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Completes to Shakir once again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken the lead. Bass on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Henry again on 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Jackson from the shotgun. This will go to Henry out wide. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. To throw is Jackson. A check down here for Henry. They'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Jackson now. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, here's the run with Cook. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. from the 46. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Now Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Curtis Samuel, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have broken the tie. And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now it's Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
102 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And the busy night for Henry continues. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Here's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles, certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said, take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. Here's Allen, able to find the... Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Well, looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
To throw, it's Allen. That is caught. Pushes past him. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try the middle with Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 56 yards. And the Ravens strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are spun. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33. Here is third down and 4. Here's Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. And now here's another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Again, it's Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Henry. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To the air, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long. And
touchdown, Bills! Amari Cooper from 10 yards out. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the #1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. But that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. From midfield now, here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. Fights through and now a crease. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching me. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. A 1st down carry for Henry. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 2nd and 6. Jackson now. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry from 13 yards out. And the Ravens have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Now Allen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Again, this is Cook. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Now Allen, gotta have this one. That's caught by Shakir. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Here's Allen to throw it. Completes to Shakir once again. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll dump this off to Cook. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Allen now looks to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He dumps it off for Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry from 6 yards away. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Shakir hauls it in. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. To throw, it's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. Well, this is one heck of an individual.